Shalom, brothers and sisters. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, November the 9th. Just wanted to take you on a walk with me this morning just to kind of talk about something that was laid on my heart this morning as I was walking here in Michigan. Unfortunately, due to the number of people who live here who wanted Barabbas, okay, just as with Yahusha, who was innocent, and Barabbas, who was guilty, they wanted to crucify and kill the one that was innocent, and just said, just give us Barabbas, but kill him, even though he hasn't done anything. So here in Michigan, Proposal 3 passed. And what people don't realize is, and then maybe some of them do, but with Proposal 3, it goes beyond just aborting a child. This proposal that was passed yesterday is so extreme that it not only reverses Roe versus Wade back to what it originally was, where they can now, they call it have access to health care. Abortion is now reproductive health care. But not only can a woman abort her unborn child, but she can now, because of Proposal 3, they've added in additional rights, they call it. Is that now she can abort her child all the way up until the time that she gives birth. Yes, you heard me right. All the way up until time to give birth, a woman can now abort her child. And it also gives right to children as early as elementary school can now change the gender, their sex gender, without their parent consent. So, we're living in wicked times. This is a generation Yahushua spoke of. We are in the days of Lot, and as in the days of Noah, where all the thoughts of man's heart was to do evil continually. And Yah repented that he had made man, meaning he had changed his mind, and he destroyed them, okay? And this world wants to be lawless, okay? So I was saddened to hear that, but I wasn't surprised. I was surprised to see how many voted no. It was actually pretty high. 44% voted no. Okay, so that was close to almost half. So here in Michigan, we do have some people who stand up for what is right. So I was surprised. But I knew the wicked were going to tip the scale. But I'm here this morning, just to talk, let us not get distracted, because the world are going to do what the world does. There are many things that are going on that are distracting us. This whole thing with Kyrie Irving, this is a distraction, but it's a good distraction, because now this movie by Ron Dalton is #1 on Netflix. People all over the world are watching it. So my prayer has been, in light of, the chaos that's been surrounding it, my prayer has been that those that are his, that are in the earth, that have been searching for who they are, will come across this documentary and they will turn back to him, that they will turn back to his ways. And so, just, keep our brothers and our sisters who are in the faith in prayer, because we are in wicked times. Just pray that he keeps us and keeps our children from the wicked and from the hand of the evil one, and just continue to hold on and stand, because even during the trials, those who wait on Yah shall renew their strength. Those who wait on Yah and trust in Yah shall not be ashamed. He is our hope. And we stand on his word. His word. If what David said, when I was afflicted, if it had not been for his word, he stands, he says, on his word. When he was afflicted, his hope was in the word. So even while we're being afflicted and going through, our hope is in the word. To our chosen people who are awakened, your whole purpose is for being awakened is to return to the covenant. You were a covenant people to Abba Yah. Your purpose for waking up is for you to remember your relationship with him, to remember the covenant, and and turn your heart back to your Almighty One that our forefathers served, agreed that they will obey in Exodus 19, 3-8. They said all that Yah has said we will do. They all agreed together, but they didn't do it. We are their descendants. So the purpose for us is to be awakened, is to be awakened to that covenant and to know what was in the covenant, what we agreed to do, and to repent and turn back to it. That our purpose is not to wake up so we can go and vindicate the nations, so that we can use who we are as a people to go and try to punish people. That's not our job. Our job is to be a light unto the other nations. Through our love, through our mercy, through our obedience to our Almighty One, Yah, they will see us. They will see how they were to serve him, and Yah's name will be great in the earth, not yours. Our job is not to worry about who's going to be punished and who's going to be licking our feet. That's not the purpose. If that's the only thing you're concerned about, is knowing who you are, so y'all can go get them, and we're going to be ruling, having a chain around their necks. You have missed the purpose. You're not going to have a chain around anyone's neck. You better be praying that you escape. Going around preaching and teaching hate, it's not of Yah. You missed the point. Because if you can know who you are, Israel knew who they were while they were walking around that golden calf, saying, this be the God that brought us out. They knew who they were. Did that stop them from committing adultery? No, it did not. They were fornicating even before Moses came off that mountain. So just knowing who you are, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, you know you're the chosen people. Now what? How is that going to affect the way that you carry yourself? How is that going to effectuate your ways? David said in Psalms 119 that he looked upon his ways, and then he turned himself to his testimonies. He pondered upon his ways, how he lived his life, and saw that how he was living his life wasn't in accordance, and he turned his feet and said he ran quickly. He didn't delay in keeping the commandments. That's what your purpose is. To be a covenant people to Yah, according to Isaiah 42:6, and to be a light unto the nations. That was your purpose. We've gotten off track. And so something else I wanted to talk about is maturity, because a lot of this has to do with maturity and the faith. There's so many people, yes, we come back, we keep the Sabbaths and, the feasts that we can't keep here, and everybody's worried about the head wraps and what tassels we're going to put on. We're worried about all of these things, looking the part, the outward, the feast, the gathering, all of these things. This is where our main concern is, who's going to be licking the dust off our feet and punching. That's where our focus is. And then we have ministers, so-called leaders that are teaching this. This is all we're concerned about. But we're not concerned about the heart. We're not concerned about expanding our heart. That's why we're doing this 40-day expand challenge. We're not concerned about growing. We're not concerned about putting on the new man. being a new creation in Yahusha. Your identity is in Yahusha. At the end of the day, no matter what nation you're from, your identity is in Yahusha. And if you're not in him, it doesn't matter if you're Israel or not. It doesn't matter. So we have to come to maturity. There's so much immaturity in this faith, so much in this awakening, so much immaturity that is in this walk, this awakening, that is disheartening. So many people being led astray. So many people are taught to hate and not love, not showing mercy. Some of you know your brother or sister have a need, and you know it, and you don't even lift a finger to help them, but you worried about who gonna lick your feet. But you can't even help your brother or sister who may not even have enough money to put shoes on their feet. So we have to come to the maturity in this walk, maturity in how we are forbearing with one another, maturity in our relationships with one another. Some of us, and that's the reason why I say, and I say it all the time, I don't have many friends. Because where Yah has me in my life and a calling on my life, I have to have mature friends. I cannot, and my sister or my brother are my friends, because a brother is a sister, a friend is a sister or a brother according to the faith and according to the word. But I'm talking about intimately. I have to have mature friends. Not wishy-washy, not sometimey, not if Yah gives me a word of correction and then all of a sudden our friendship is gone, we're not talking anymore, or those. I have to have mature friends in this walk because of the calling that he has on my life. And so sometimes I might have to have those conversations, and they might have to have it with me. And we have to be at a place where we're mature enough to be able to receive it and know, because my sister or my brother is truly in Yah, that they have my best interest and I have their best interest, because we care about each other's souls. And so the friendship is not over or lost because of correction, because that's a true friend, that's a true sister, that's a true brother who cares about your soul. And so in this walk, we have to be mature with one another, knowing that there's going to be times when we might have to rebuke or correct one another in love. We do judge one another. The body does judge, but we judge according to righteousness. There has to be a maturity across the board in this walk where we're not easily offended. All of these are things that we're slow to anger, because those are the things that, I don't go around being an angry person, but Yah showed me you need to be slow to anger. Because if Yah got angry as quickly and put us away as quickly as we put each other away because we mad about you ate my crackers or whatever, none of us will be here. And so my message today is, let us mature in this walk in faith. Let us keep our eyes on the prize. We should be striving to come to full maturity. That is the whole purpose of this walk. That's the purpose of the gifts, to come into a full maturity of who we are in our Master Yahushua Mashiach. So I want to just thank you all for listening, for coming on this walk with me, and I hope that you enjoy your day. Shalom.